welcome. I did not have an intro. I only have Flamingos today, and I also have the Jeffrey Bezos song stuck in my head, and I don't know why, but that's off the point. So anyway, welcome to a walk around episode. We don't do a speed build today because this is one of those builds that was very huge and very repetitive. We build a bit of an oasis, a bit of a swamp, a bit of a lake, a bit of a something for flamingos, and they're so cute. And I actually lied to you because we don't just have flamingos, we also have Rat River hogs. Hi babies, they're so cute. Oh, they're so gorgeous. And I know what you're saying, these don't have an interspecies enrichment, and they don't. But I still felt like they fit together. I didn't see, in my professional opinion, didn't see a reason why they shouldn't be kept together. There probably is one, because otherwise they probably would, because they look so cute together. But yeah, we have this swampy oasis, like desert oasis situation going on with these cuties, and we have the pigs and the flamingos together. I definitely wanted to have the flamingos. They also have Morroco as one of their places that they could come from. I didn't necessarily find flamingos to be one of the things when I was researching, but the flamingos in-game had Morroco as one of the places they could be from, so I decided to put them, and they're also always a good starter animal for a zoo, so they felt nice to put here. There's several things I want to talk about with this. Obviously, we're going to go in a bit more detail than we usually do because we don't have the speed build in this episode. If there's anything that you would like to see how I did that, and you're interested in like the pieces I used or whatever, you can just tell me. I did record all of that, or I could just tell you the piece, but I did record all of it. I just decided that it was like a very repetitive footage to look at, and it's just more fun, I think, to just tour it and just look at it. So that's what we're doing. So let's actually zoom out. Let's have a bit of more overview here. So obviously they have a lot of space for such tiny animals, but you know what? These are about 50 flamingos, and the game says it can be up to 500 flamingos, which that sounds insane, but I love it. Love an insane amount of flamingos. So, first thing that we're going to talk about, obviously, is, well, not obviously, but one thing we're going to talk about is that this is the entrance animal, and this is the first animal that you're seeing when you're entering. There's still obviously a lot of work to be done in this like little entrance courtyard, but when you're entering the actual zoo, like this is your first view that you're getting of it. I wish there was a more steep mountain after this, so we might still do that, but for now I think the focus is this little like cage thing that we're gonna look at. It's actually just a viewing gallery, and it looks kind of cagey to me. And then up here I want to put like a welcome sign, and I kind of want to do it in Arab. I don't think I've ever mentioned that, or maybe I did in like some random voiceover, but I did take Arab in uni, so I can't speak it anymore. I don't know any vocabularies anymore, but I could still know the letters, you know, so I would still be able to write the letters for something in the game. So we might do that, but obviously my Arab isn't good enough to know anything. So if you speak Arab and you have an idea for a name or a greeting that is not too long, that would be amazing. And we might do this, or else we just, you know, use the in-game Latin letters. So yeah, but this is where you come in. We're obviously going to do something here, so I'm thinking like a fountain maybe. But we're going to do something here and have the greeting here, and then when we turn the corner, we have this beautiful like blue palace, which is where the donkeys are, and then we're going to actually go into this viewing area. Oh, not here. Go into the viewing mode as a visitor and turn this little corner here. We're gonna look at these little fences later on, but let's walk up here. So you can already look into here. So right here there is like a foraging pool hidden for the flamingos. But I'm lucky to see that the pigs actually now go over here too, because they didn't do that originally. But yeah, we're entering here. I don't like this. I didn't see that this was clipping through. Let's actually fix that. Like so. Cool. So, wait, I don't... Okay, well, I'm gonna fix that off camera. Anyway, so here we are going in and viewing the flamingos. This is obviously very low, so people could technically fall over it, but I felt like it was cooler to have the view a little less obstructed by a fence. Which obviously we have the other fence behind that. And then the other thing that we... Okay, let's actually first enjoy the view. Oh my god, that guy scared me. Let's actually first enjoy this little view. We have the waterfalls in the back, and we have this layered... we have this layered exhibit here, and then in the back there's actually going to be other animals, because when we go back out here, we can see that this has a little bit of a dry mode. So we're going to have another exhibit behind this that goes further up. So we're building up a little bit of a mountain here. Not a mountain, but hilly, like a hilly side here. So that's what we're building up with these like tiered, exhibits. And I'm excited for that because it's really very seamless, I guess, which I'm very happy that it worked out that way. I guess the animals in the back here are going to be very far away, but I think, if once in a while we are lucky enough to see them from here, that would be really cool. And then we see all of those flamingos walking in one big group here. That's so beautiful. I love that. I think flamingos are really cool. And they're flying a lot because of these like stepwise thing. They like fly up a lot, so we can see a little bit more flamingo action. And then something I want to talk about is these signs here. I'm gonna do custom signs, and one is gonna be like the OASIS, and because we only have 2 species but 3 things that fit here. So I'm gonna do custom ones. These are just placeholders, so don't really pay attention to them too much. But yeah, I think that this is like a very nice thing to come into. And then surrounding this, let's actually... Oh, by the way, there's another foraging pool here. One of the flamingos is in there right now. It's right here. So that is obviously the center of attention. I hope that there's going to be a lot of flamingos standing around here, which sometimes they do, but we missed it. Let's go back down the other side. Some benches over here, and then obviously here, that's not finished. The reason is that I want to have a stable for the piggies over here, and that felt like a huger thing, and I don't know if I will have it connected to something over here, so I'm not too certain about it, but this area will kind of be the end. Like about here it will end, and then I don't really know how I want to have the path and everything, so this is still a bit of a mystery, but that's something that we're just gonna get used to in this specific zoo, because this was kind of more based on inspiration rather than a concrete plan. So usually I will draw out, like my usual go around is drawing out a zoo and then finding what I want the areas to look like. And this one was more like, I know what the areas look like, now where are they, So that's why I'm often having these moments of like, okay, I can't finish this corner of it because I don't know what's on the other side of it. So, yeah, let's go to this side here. That's what I wanted to do next. Let's plop ourselves down here. And something that I want to address is I started working, and I say started, on this little like plaza thing. There will be a fountain or something, and starting actually was just putting down lanterns, but I mean, it's more than there used to be. And we have some benches here, and one thing that I want to say is that I usually don't do a lot of this like a visitor fence and then the actual animal fence, and I'm also aware that the animal fence doesn't really keep in the pigs, probably, like realistically, so I'm thinking, there's some sort of like powered fence in there as well, to make that possible. And I also put a lot of these like logs here to kind of keep the pigs away from this fence to begin with, which I think could work. you know. But yeah, I don't really do a lot of this actually like very normal technique that a lot of zoos do, which is having a small decorative visitor fence and then one that actually keeps the animals in and have some pretty stuff in between. But we're doing that here. I'm thinking maybe we will put like a low hanging sort of map of the zoo here. But we'll see. We'll see about that. And then here we have a little bit of a house that is sort of more thought to be for the flamingos, but obviously the pigs go in too, which is fine. But the pigs will have their own stable, but this is for the flamingos, and I think it looks so cute. Also, this is one cohesive piece that I've never used before. I think it's a shop front probably. Yeah, it is, and but it's very helpful, and I'm also using it for these here, for these these fences. They're just turned around because they have nice tiling at the bottom. Well, they have nice tiling everywhere, but that's what I used for that. They're kind of sunken into the oh god, what they're called? Archway. So yeah, they're kind of playing together with the archway and then this thing up top. And the way that this is built is pretty easy and straightforward. This is just like 4 times rotated 2 pieces of gridded piece. Like, wait, no, it's like a gridded piece, and they're like 2 big tiles across from each other, and then rotated the same thing 4 times, and that's how you get that shape. And it actually kind of matches a round roof with trimming around. Not super perfectly, but it works, and that's what I did there. And I hope that made any sense to anyone. But yeah, so here we have a nice little bench and kind of goes up the mountain, and there's a lot of nothing at this point. This is also a fun little like sneaky little view over here. But yeah, I really like the rocks. I think they have something calming about them, which is funny because I'm still listening to the Buffy podcast, and it was like a season finale while I was building it. I was like so on the edge of my seat, and I was like, a little bit of a paradise for flamingos. But yeah, it's like when I built the horror game, and I was like, listening to like old Taylor Swift music, and I feel like I'm 15, and it doesn't have to fit the thing I'm listening to. I also often listen to true crime while building like for a cute little animal. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I think I showed you all. And I hope that you enjoyed yourself. I hope that you enjoyed this build. And if you've been wondering where I was the past few days, I did put that on the community tab, and I don't really want to go into it because I like looking back at these videos and enjoy my own builds, and I don't want to be reminded of a kind of rough time. And if you're interested in that, just look at the community tab, and if you're not interested, well, that's good too. But for the ones who already saw it and commented on it, I'm so thankful for your understanding and that you've been very sweet about it. And the other thing that we're obviously going to have to address is that the channel just hit 1,000 subscribers, and that is just beyond amazing, and I'm so glad and so happy and so thankful for every single one of you. Obviously the next episode will be celebrating that, so we have 2 milestone videos kind of back to back here, but that I do not complain about. I love a milestone. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you around another time. Thank you, all 1,000 of you. Bye!